Hello everyone, this is People Ruin Wrestling. Welcome back to another How They Suck. But before I get into that, I want to announce that I have a new show with NC, Dan from VOP, Destructor, and myself. It is called Casuals Court. You'll find it on VOP USA Radio on Twitch. Also their website, voiceofthepeopleusaradio.com. Follow them on Twitter. It's basically a show where we talk about wrestling, and we talk about, just the garbage crap that's in wrestling. So we just did our first show this Sunday. It was really fun. Definitely go check that out. We're going to be doing it every Sunday. Not too sure on the time yet, but we will be doing it every Sunday, so go check that out. So we're going to be doing a video on Daniel Bryan. Let me just say something before they start this video. Daniel Bryan was good in 2019 when he was the heel environmentalist gimmick character. That was his best character. That was the only time I could somewhat believe that Daniel Bryan could be a top guy, because he could talk, he had the charisma, and he had a believable character. Also, he had Eric Rowan in his side to make him look more intimidating. But now, you have this guy who's boring. Let's get into it. So the first reason is he's a smart favorite. So there's always a select amount of people that have, when you think of smart favorites, there's a lot of them that come up. But he's one of the biggest ones, and he's one of the most constant ones that are being brought up. I remember back in 2014 when he did the whole Yeselmania garbage. Everybody was talking about him. Like, he was in the same vein as CM Punk. And I hate CM Punk. But back then, CM Punk was pretty good. They were talking about Daniel Bryan and CM Punk constantly, and they wanted them to go in that direction, and it killed their company. Number two, he offers nothing but work rate. This is a guy who has the ability to cut a promo, who has the ability, well, not anymore. He has some charisma, well, he did. Right now, this current iteration of Daniel Bryan is nothing but work rate. And again, as we said before, work rate is not enough to get over to casuals. It doesn't help that you're 5'9" and 210 pounds. You're not a believable guy. Number three, he's the head of booker of SmackDown. Okay, so he's basically turned, which used to be the number one show, the head show, the main show, SmackDown, into NXT Light. He's basically turned it into any indie promotion, just like NXT. I don't get the infatuation with indie wrestling. I've never gotten it. I've never been impressed with the high moves, because everybody knows wrestling's fake. They don't care if you're doing a 630 splash. They know it's fake. So if you think, I can get over with my work rate, no. You can't do that. And, Triple H would have you believe, well, you can get over with your work rate, especially in NXT, because all the crowds are nice. Yeah, you're right. In NXT, you could. But with casuals, you're not going to get over with anybody, let alone casuals. Get the hell out of here. Number four, he's vegan. Look, you can do whatever the hell you want, right? But veganism is not good for your health. That is why him being vegan is also why he's injury prone. Okay? That's an aside. Number 11, he's injury prone. Number 5, he's too small to be taken seriously. Like again, when you had a tall, imposing figure like Eric Rowan along with him, it made him look more intimidating. But because he has nobody, it's just himself, he looks too small, and he looks like a hipster working at a Hot Topic, and he looks like a Walmart employee. I always bring that analogy up, but he genuinely looks like a normal guy. You don't want normal guys in wrestling. You want people that look larger than life, people that other people can look up to. Nobody's looking up to Daniel Bryan anymore. Maybe in 2014 with this underdog bullshit, he's still the underdog. Based off of all the shit he's accomplished in WWE, shouldn't he be the main dog, he shouldn't be the underdog anymore. Okay? He should be the main guy. If you're going off of logic, he's accomplished everything you can in WWE except win the Royal Rumble. He's done everything else. He's still the underdog. Fuck that. Number 6, he's out of shape. This guy, for his entire fucking career, he's always had tits. He's always had flabs. How are we supposed to take that seriously? How am I supposed to watch you wrestle and not laugh? And not be repulsed when I see flabs jiggling around on my screen? Doesn't help that he does kicks all the time. You see his fucking dough thighs. Shit isn't good to look at. Especially for women. Women don't want to fucking look at that. Number 7. He hasn't been good since 2019. So as I said in the intro, in 2019, that is when he had the heel environmentalist character. And with that was actually the first character he's ever had. Don't give me this whole yes bullshit. That wasn't a character. His character was, I'm the underdog. Respect me for all I've done on the indies. Nobody cares about the indies. Why do you think nobody goes to indie shows? I don't want to hear, well, PWG got 500 people in the house. That doesn't matter. All 500 people, that's so impressive. You got fucking AEW selling out. Well, when they first started, they sold out. And that's still not impressive. Nobody casual fans don't even know what the indies are. Go up to a casual that you think knows about pro wrestling. They'll be like, what the fuck is the indies? Oh, so you're telling me all the people that are terrible, that aren't good enough to be assigned to WWE are in the indies? Okay, that makes sense now. That's basically what they're telling you. Number 8, he has no gimmick. What is his gimmick or character? He doesn't have one. Ever since he got rid of that, he's gone back to take me seriously, Daniel Bryan. Boring vanilla midget Bryan. Nobody wants that. Nobody cares about that. People laugh at it. Oh, look at this. Nobody's tuning into SmackDown for Daniel Bryan, because if they were, the ratings would be going up. Or they would be at least sustaining. They're going down. So you having a lack of a gimmick has hurt your reputation. Number 9, he's boring. This current iteration of Daniel Bryan is boring. I don't know how else to say it. He's a boring fuck. Like, what memorable promo has he cut since he went to boring Daniel Bryan? Nobody can tell me. Well, what about that promo he cut on Roman and Jey Uso last week? That fucking promo sucked. This is basically what it said. Oh, well, I deserve a chance with Roman and Edge because I paved the way. Fuck you. You didn't pave shit. Dean Malenko was a better wrestler than you, and I could take him more seriously than you. And the final reason, number 10, why Daniel Bryan is not good and why he sucks. He hates his best character. Now, I've already explained why the heel environmentalist gimmick was good, but this guy decides to hate on it and say that it was nothing special. But while people have been calling him out and saying, oh, this was your best gimmick, dude. This was the only time you were over. You were genuinely over with casuals. He comes out and says, you know what, you were right. But he doesn't go back to it because he was insulted because he's a vegan. What a soy cuck you are. Like, what is wrong with you? Wouldn't you want to get over? If you get over with more people, intel means more success for you. I don't know how these marks, guys, they are big marks. They'd rather be over with a crowd of 500 people than be over with a bunch of people and getting more money. They would go to a different company for less money for creative freedom. Creative freedom in a fake pro wrestling bullshit. Imagine walking home telling your wife, oh, yeah, I signed with AEW for like $200K, but you were getting $500K in WWE. I would hope she would bitch slap you, Daniel. So, yeah, that's why these have been I actually came up with 10 this time. I usually come up with like 5 or 6. But I had to do it for him. So these were the 10 reasons why Daniel Bryan is horrible and is terrible. This is People Ruin Wrestling. I hope you guys have a good one. Check out Casuals Court next week. Peace the fuck out.